Hello, beloveds. This is a reading for the Taurus lunar eclipse happening this weekend, which is really exciting, really powerful, and also can feel a little bit chaotic. The sign that it's in, which is it being in Taurus, is really allowing us to go into deeper awareness around safety, security, our connection to nature, things that really bring us into connection with the world around us. And while it's happening in Scorpio, it's interesting because Scorpio is all about going into the depths, into the deep, dark waters, figuring out what traumas or pain that we've been carrying, that we've been holding on to, discovering those and seeing how we can transform and transmute those into more positive energies for the benefit of ourselves and the collective. So when we think about dancing with Taurus and dancing with Scorpio, it's really it's an interesting conundrum. It's almost opposites because Taurus is connected to the outside world, and Scorpio is more connected to the inside world. And so we're going to be called towards finding balance between the two. And whenever there is an eclipse happening in whatever sign it is, we look at what lower vibrations of are occurring in these signs that it's within, and how we may be on the path of adhering to these lower vibrations subconsciously. So with it being in Taurus, we think about our finances, our abundance, our security, and we're being called to look at where in our lives that maybe we feel like a sense of lack in money and relationship and love and worthiness. It's really a lot of the root chakra energies. And this is really important because if we don't feel like a sense of safety or security in this foundational part of our lives, then we're not going to be able to thrive and feel open to receiving the abundance and the love and the connection that we are striving to have. So that's a really interesting thing to think about, and I'm curious for you all if you've been noticing this coming up in your life. I actually have been noticing it coming up pretty strongly these last couple weeks for me, and I feel like it is super related to this eclipse happening. And then when we think about also the energy of Scorpio, the lower vibrations of Scorpio can often find ourselves in this constant loop of needing to change or fix or transform or even become addicted to evolving and evolution, and that can also take us away from the beauty and the pleasure around this 3D experience that we're having on this earth. And so Scorpio can also be a little bit obsessed with the darkness in life and maybe have a more tendency to create drama or chaos because that is what it's used to and familiar with. And so if we take a look at that energy within us, it's an opportunity to see maybe there are certain ways that I live or that you live that are creating chaos or destruction or self-sabotage that isn't actually supportive. It's actually harming. So if you find yourself aligning more with the lower vibrations of Taurus, which is this lack of security, lack of wholeness, lack of belonging, lack of safety, and or connecting to the lower vibrations of Scorpio, which is too much in the darkness, too much in the drama, too much in the chaos, then right now it's an opportunity for you to really ground your energy and be present to the moment that's here versus needing to work on something specifically or go into a lack mindset. And so it's really an opportunity when we can allow ourselves to feel connected to the world around us and connected to ourselves, and be reminded of our inherent nature and our sense of security on this earth. Then we can find ourselves just more peaceful. We can find ourselves more we can find more vitality, more strength, and less worry, less in the thinking mind, and more in the heart space, more in the body. And when we are more in the body during this time of year, we can really allow the energy to move through us. So if you're feeling like there's may have been some sense of stuckness or sense of depression even, or heaviness, it's because this part in our body, especially in the lower part, the root and the sacral, is blocked. The chi isn't moving. And so we're really being asked to connect more into that sense of security within ourselves, so that we don't have to remain in this loop of unworthiness or lack of abundance. And so with that being said, I wanted to talk a little bit about the energies of like what you can wear to support this this eclipse this weekend. So anything that feels really grounding, that's earthy, greens is really great, oranges, reds, something that represents nature. So right now you can see I'm wearing like a sweatshirt with a bunch of trees on it. It makes me feel so grounded and also so connected to the natural world that I am innately a part of. So yeah, I love that. And then what you can also think about doing is really getting out in nature, connecting to nature, connecting to herbs or plants, plant medicines, if you utilize those for your day-to-day life. Anything that really can connect you to Mother Earth. Also, it's been evident that a lot of people haven't been really sleeping lately, especially from the last eclipse to this eclipse. So if you can try to find some ways to get good rest, take a bath before bed, journal, really connect to the elements, water, earth, so that it can support you in soothing your body and your mind so you can rest well. Okay, and then I decided that I'll pull a couple of cards for you all. So let me just give them a shuffle and see what wants to be shown through this powerful and potent weekend with the eclipse and the full moon in Taurus. I'm sorry, the full moon in Scorpio, the lunar eclipse in Taurus. Oh, interesting. So I picked the 7 of Autumn card, which says, have patience, don't worry, take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. Yeah, so I just shared that, resting, finding a way to come back to self, come back to nature, really just knowing that when you're tending to your own sense of self, that gives a energetic vibration towards your body, towards financial abundance, towards that the exchange of resources coming to you. And so the resting part and really being close and connected to nature is important. Let's see what else. So the Sun card, which is really, really awesome. I love the Sun card. It talks about plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards, and gratitude for the blessings of life. So if you really want to manifest more abundantly, whether that's financial, whether that's material, whether that's love or connection, Spirit is asking you to find gratitude for what you have now, find gratitude for the body that you're in, find gratitude for the resources and everything that you do have, and continuing to have that sense of gratitude will allow you to manifest more. And I don't mean more in like, the material parts of life, but more in the sense of like what makes you feel closer to your truth, what makes you feel closer to the higher self that you are, and the joy and the sense of connection to this world. So that's the type of abundance I'm talking about, and the type of abundance of feeling worthiness of being here and not just surviving but thriving in the way of your soul's path, your soul's destiny, the reason why you are here, and doing what you can to really be aware of what is blocking you from receiving, so that you can be in aligned with your most truest form. Okay. Let's see what else Spirit has for you here. The Magician. That's perfect. That's exactly the card I would think for this eclipse, because the Magician is all about manifesting what you need to be successful. And successful doesn't need to be, what we think of success as having the perfect job, the perfect house, all of that. But successful is like actually being healthy and taking care of self and being content and satisfied with where you are in this moment. And so the Magician is telling us to take charge of our life, take charge of, be the creator in our lives versus being the victim, taking agency for our path, taking agency for ourselves, taking responsibility for what it is that we're here to do and bring into the world. And so taking the Magician spirit with you this weekend will be really, really beautiful and important. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so I'm gonna do maybe 1 or 2 animal cards. Oh, yeah, 2 wanted to come out, 3 did. Okay. So, oh geez, okay. So we have Rooster. Remember laughter and joy. Yep. That's that Tauran energy, that 3D energy that is opposite of Scorpio. That's like not going into so much of the depths, but really allowing yourself to experience the joy and the laughter in the everyday life and having that be enough. Yep. Yep. All right, Wolf. Step into sovereignty. I love this. I was just coloring a picture with my niece earlier of a wolf, and she's becoming a wolf for Halloween, so it's definitely aligned. Wolf is all about being sovereign, being agent in your life, taking aligned steps for yourself to thrive, and feeling worthy enough for yourself to move forward and to not stay in stuck dark energy or drama or chaos. The wolf knows itself. The wolf knows what it needs. The wolf will not allow you to take its power away because it knows itself and it stays strong in its truth. And so just like the wolf and the magician that we had earlier, they're really saying, like, take charge of your life. And don't allow the chaos around you to take you off your path. The next card we have is the llama. Be unbothered. Be unbothered. Be unbothered by what other people say, how other people are showing up. And it's the same as a wolf, is don't allow them to take you off your center. Don't allow outside forces to sway you from your own path. And don't allow outside forces to tell you you are not good enough. Don't allow old voices or versions of yourself to tell you you are not good enough. Be sovereign and take agency in knowing that who you are is inherently enough. Okay, so I feel like that's all I have for you guys. If you have any questions or comments around this energy, please leave them below. Please also like, subscribe, and share this channel if you feel like it resonates. And I'm wishing you all so many beautiful blessings on this Taurus lunar eclipse and Scorpio full moon. And I can't wait to see you all for next week's and next month's energy expression reading. Okay, sending you love.